Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your go-to Fanciful Doe and you already know what's going on. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the Megastar Mansion in Toca Life World, or I guess now it's called Toca Boca. I recently decorated this mansion and I'm super proud of it. So right now I am just taking the parents upstairs and then in the morning we're going to start on the tour. So they're putting down their glasses, getting ready for bed, all the fun stuff, and yeah. So she's putting her laptop off the bed onto the ottoman, and also I'm just showing you guys the laundry room, the master bathroom, and also the nursery. So you're seeing a lot of really good stuff in the house, but of course I'm going to show it all in the morning. Okay, so the sun is rising. Right now we're in the office. You can get a good look at that. Pause if you need a longer look. This is where I wanted to include a fireplace. I also did go back and put a family portrait on that little hook. But yeah, the parents are waking up. You can see their bedroom. Hopefully you can see all the details better in the daylight. They do have another dresser off to the left of their bed, but they still do have a walk-in closet because that was something I really wanted to include. Given how big this house is, I thought it would just be so fun. So yeah, just some cute little knickknacks around the room. You can pause again if you need a longer look, but going into the master bathroom, as you can see, there's only one sink, which was kind of a bit of like a compromise. I really wanted to have two on either side, but I figured that in order to have the walk-in closet, I had to sacrifice one, so it just worked out better this way. And yeah, they have a lovely walk-in closet with a seating area, a toilet, storage area for towels. I really like when the bathrooms are like actually functional. They have everything that you need to actually have a good playthrough in the bathroom. So yeah, and also a really good storage hack I like to use is to put all of their little bathroom knickknacks in boxes. That way they fit like cleanly onto the shelves, because it is kind of hard to get everything to fit onto the shelves like really well when they're different heights and the shelves. And here, as you can see, I used the ones from the beach pack and they are really short. So it would have just been a bit of a hassle trying to get everything to fit on. Honestly, I might go back later and try to see if I can get everything to fit and look nice, but right now the boxes are just a lifesaver, and you can put bigger items as well in the other boxes. So I know on the right side I have like sunscreen and things like that, things that wouldn't have fit on the shelf naturally. So definitely a good little hack. I also use it in the kitchens when I have too much like stuff, too many plates, too many accessories, pots, you know, silverware. It's a really good way to save space, especially if you do not have access to these really large packs. Then you won't have access to all of these huge shelves and like storage spaces, so you have to get pretty creative with storing things. So yeah, right now my little character, she's just picking out her outfit and she's trying on some things. It's just a casual day, you know. She's just gonna be at home with the family, just working out by herself and not doing too much. Might do a little bit of like her office work on the side. So yeah, she picks up this cute little workout set. I believe this was a part of the Cat's Eye gift drop. And yeah, she just gets a little hair accessory with the black headband. So cute. This is another really good way to save space, by the way, just putting all of your headpieces in a box, because they're all pretty crazy. They're pretty crazy, so just putting them in a box really saves space. Really good idea. So now the husband's picking out his outfit. He's a lot easier to dress, you know, doesn't take too long. He's a very simple guy. And yeah, now we're going to be moving into the parents' bedroom, and then I think he's just changing his glasses, and then we're going back into the baby's room, the nursery. So you guys are going to get a good look at that. I spent a lot of time on all of this house, but I feel like I really poured a lot of energy into the baby's room because I wanted it to feel really like comfortable and really cozy. I wanted to have all of the features that I wanted to include, and I feel like I was able to achieve that. I'm really happy with it. So right now she is just changing their little baby's diaper. So cute. And then we are leaving the baby's room because he actually has two sisters. And also, guys, this little what's it called? Is it a naked cat? Is that what they call it? I'm not sure. I know that's not the name of it. It has to be something else. Why was I about to say Siamese? I know it's not a Siamese cat. But those cats are so freaking cute, and I'm obsessed with them. Oh, a Sphinx. A Sphinx cat. That's what it is. Yes. I'm pretty sure it's a Sphinx. So cute. And I'm so glad that it was included in the is it the adoption center? I believe so. But it's just so cute, and you guys can get a good look at the upstairs area, the pool area. As you can see, stole some floaties using a life hack that I got from some other toga creator online. But basically, you just get a pillow, you have one of the characters hold it, and then you can put floaties on it from like the pool or the festival area. So that's really nice. And there's another bathroom up here for the girls. You guys can go back and look. But yeah, the baby has 2 twin sisters. So yeah, and I try to color code their outfits. So one is pink and the other one is typically like blue or like green. So yeah, that's really fun. But this is their bedroom. They do have a balcony, so I decided to just put some plants out there, but I haven't really started growing anything. But don't worry, we're gonna come back up here in a minute. And there is a ton of pets throughout this house. That is something I did not skimp out on. I picked out every single pet that I was obsessed with. It got down to the wire where I was looking at all the pets and I'm like, which ones am I gonna keep? This is too many. I was like, I need to have like either 3 dogs and 2 cats, or 3 cats and 2 dogs, and I wanted a snake. Ultimately though, you know, I just decided more is less. Less is more, so you know, I had to cut back. But yeah, right now they're in the kitchen area making some breakfast for the girls. I believe they just had like apples and like eggs or something, maybe some like bagels, I'm pretty sure. There is so much food in the grocery store pack, which is another one of the ones that I got. Shout out to Sentient Toothbrush / Tenderized Bread. His name is Nate, but those are his profile usernames. So if you ever see him on my Twitch, chat him with me. He is the best. He literally sent me $30, and that money is what convinced me to buy all of these packs. Because honestly, y'all, I've been spending so much money on Toca Life, Toca Boca, so I really just had to, you know, take a moment for a second and be like, girl, do you really want to buy these packs? And y'all, I really wanted to buy the packs, but I wasn't going to spend my own money, and Nate blessed me with his. So shout out to Nate, y'all. Shout out to Nate. But yeah, so you guys can see I tried to keep things simple on the patio outside because I didn't want it to interfere too much with what's going on inside. I felt like if I was to have done something really loud and obnoxious, it would have just been visually overwhelming. And obviously, the area, there's not a lot of wall space because there's a lot of windows, so that made it really hard to find a place to put the TV without also blocking what's going on the patio, because you don't want to have things on the patio that aren't functional because of everything going on inside. So it was really hard for me to sort out the layout for this, but I ended up getting something that really works, and I'm really happy with what I chose to do. So I decided that instead of trying to squeeze in like a little half butt living room space over here all the way to the right and this little bit of wall space, I decided to put like a cute little book nook, reading area. Maybe the parents can have like story time with their girls or whatever. And yeah, I feel like that was a really nice addition. And it also doesn't take away from any of the other features in this area. Also, we have the entryway. So you saw there's a little glass table, a bookshelf, a seating area where you can like check out how you look before you go, a place to put umbrellas, and then they have like a nice little patio. I decided not to use grass on a lot of the flooring outside in the front because I felt like I was just spending too much time trying to landscape. It was actually making me go insane. And I actually found that it kind of looked better if I just imagined that it was a driveway. Of course, we know in Toca Boca, we do not have cars yet, but one day, y'all, we will. One day, clock it. But yeah, I decided to move the living room downstairs into this little like panic room. So it's kind of funny that it has a lock on it, but honestly, I think it's kind of smart because I used the couch from the big family home. So it's like, you know, there's beds down here, and actually the whole family could sleep comfortably down here in the event that there was an emergency. So that's really good. So it kind of does work as a panic room, you know. It's really functional, and I feel like that's kind of a plus, you know. I feel like it's really smart considering the layout of the house. I think this was honestly the best way to go about it in order to make sure that the living room was not done any less than anywhere else in the house. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I like how her husband has a work office upstairs and how she has like a gaming setup downstairs. I really like that. And then also I added in this little treadmill because I love to run. I love to work out. So, you know, when I'm a mother in the future, I feel like that would just totally be something I have to incorporate into my house. It's just like a little space to work out, to get your steps in, you know. So she's drinking her water, she's working out. And the girls, you know, they're just taking a little break, watching some TV on their laptops, computers, whatever, and he's reading to the baby. So it's a really good functional space. You know, everyone can just hang out in here, have a good time. And I think right about now, she puts the girls down for a nap on the bed, just like I mentioned. So this is a really good panic room, honestly, because they can sleep down here and live down here pretty functionally, honestly. So with no problems. And as you can see, another set of pets. I have 2 cats in here. So this really is a full house. I couldn't even tell you how many entities I have in this house. But now she's just gonna hop on her little gaming setup, get some work done, get some editing done like I'm doing right now, and he's gonna go back to feeding the baby and reading a book. But yeah, that pretty much sums up this video for today, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, if you used any ideas from this video, please make sure to give me credit. Thank you again for watching this video, and I love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.